A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant legal development, Judge Brian Murphy of the U.S. District Court has issued a stern warning to the Trump administration regarding its recent deportations of migrants to South Sudan. During a virtual hearing held in Boston, Massachusetts, Judge Murphy expressed concerns that these actions may constitute contempt of court, as they appear to violate a previous injunction he had issued. This injunction prohibits the deportation of migrants to third-party countries without providing them a meaningful opportunity to contest their removal. The case centers around reports of a flight carrying deported migrants, which reportedly landed in South Sudan. Judge Murphy's preliminary injunction, issued on April 18th, mandated that migrants be allowed to appeal their deportation, particularly to countries where they may face persecution or harm. The judge highlighted the gravity of the situation, stating that the migrants were seeking a chance to explain why their deportation could lead to persecution, torture, or even death. During the hearing, Judge Murphy pressed attorneys from the Trump administration for details on the whereabouts of the deported individuals. He indicated that he may take further action, including potentially ordering the flight to return to the U.S., as he emphasized the need for the pilots to be made aware of his court order. Ilianis Perez, a lawyer for the Department of Justice, responded by claiming that the Department of Homeland Security had classified the information regarding the migrants' location. She further asserted that the administration did not believe it was in violation of the court's injunction. The administration's actions have drawn sharp criticism, especially given the U.S. Department of State's recent report highlighting significant human rights issues in South Sudan, including torture and extrajudicial killings. Despite this, the Trump administration has been actively seeking countries willing to accept deported migrants, particularly those from nations that refuse to take them back. In the emergency motion filed by the migrants' attorneys, details emerged about the precarious situation faced by those on the flight. The migrants were reportedly already on a bus at the airport when they were ordered to be returned. The lawyers described the harrowing experience of one migrant from Myanmar, referred to as NM in court documents, who received a notice of removal to South Africa, only to have it retracted shortly after. A new notice was then issued, this time indicating South Sudan as the destination. NM, who has limited English proficiency, was reportedly not provided with a translator to understand the removal notice. The urgency of the situation was underscored by communications from the families of the deported individuals, expressing fear for their loved ones' safety. One family member's email detailed the deportation of her husband and others, who included nationals from various countries, to South Sudan against their will. The email pointedly stated, "This is not right. I fear my husband and his group are being sent to South Africa or Sudan against their will. Please help." The deportation of the Burmese and Vietnamese migrants has raised alarms among human rights advocates, who argue that the actions of the Trump administration not only violate court orders but also pose a serious risk to the lives of those being deported. In a broader context, this case reflects the ongoing tensions between the judicial system and the executive branch, particularly as the Trump administration seeks to fulfill its campaign promises regarding immigration and deportation policies. Judge Murphy's ruling comes amid a backdrop of increasing scrutiny of the administration's immigration policies, particularly as they pertain to vulnerable populations. The judge's insistence on due process underscores the fundamental rights guaranteed under the Fifth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which mandates fair hearings for individuals facing removal from the country. As the situation unfolds, it remains to be seen how the Trump administration will respond to the judge's warnings and whether further legal action will be taken to protect the rights of the migrants involved. The case is a critical reminder of the intersection of law, human rights, and immigration policy in the United States, and it raises important questions about the treatment of individuals facing deportation to countries with known human rights violations. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.